So all of that leads us to introducing our Arctic litter. Please know that we have so much fun naming each and every one of the pups according to the theme. So we'll go one by one, and we're going to use our little cheat sheet here. We write down fairly extensive notes about each one of them daily. So
yes, we do a lot of record keeping to make sure that all of the puppies are gaining weight, and we keep track of like little milestones and put that in for the families each day. Did you just walk in front of my thing? I think you just walked in front of the middle of me saying that. Okay, let's just start your piece over here.
So that being said, let's introduce you to the Arctic litter. Please know that we have a lot of fun naming all of the puppies according to theme. So who do we have here?
This is Ice, is her name. She is a little white and tan female. She is the cutest little, I'm partial, but I think that Fancy's babies have the cutest little noses.
You are partial.
They're just adorable. She is a very, very chill little girl. She doesn't get too worked up. Now at this age, it's hard for us to exactly tell their personalities, and that's why we don't pick puppies until they're a little bit older, so we can really get a feel for it, but you can kind of start to see them. She's very chill, doesn't get too worked up, isn't bothered by much.
When I work with her, I would say that she's probably one of the leaders of the litter, and that she's not really scared of anything, and she kind of goes before the others.
And there's several white and tan in this litter, but she's definitely the lightest tan, I would say. So I would expect that she'll have some fading to as she gets older and be in lighter.
Her name, Ice.
Yes, Ice.
5 days ago, Ice opened her eyes.
Yes. They all started walking just a few days ago. This is Snowball. She is the very last to be born in the litter, and we kind of named her Snowball because she has this little dot on her head.
Kind of a brown snowball on her head.
Right. Yeah. Okay. This is Snowball. She is another white and tan female. She was actually the last to be born in her litter, and we named her Snowball because she has this little tan dot on her head, and when she came out, it was even more pronounced than that, and it was kind of funny. I told Mom when I was saying, she has like a period or a dot on her head, like marking like she's the last of the litter, and hopefully maybe or maybe not one of the last babies that Fancy will birth. So I thought that was kind of an interesting little piece.
Special.
Yeah.
She's adorable. She's very sweet.
Very, very sweet.
Your eyes aren't very open. I mean, they're open, but not.
Next up, we have Tundra. She's another tan and white female. She's got a little bit more pronounced tan than the other two that we previously showed. She almost has like a little heart on her head, and you'll notice another one has that too, and she's kind of got hers is a little more open.
As of tonight, these last three are very close in size.
Yes.
And weight too.
Yes, they're very close.
Tundra, ironically, in our early neurological stimulation that we go to, she really doesn't like the cold. we put their little paws on something cold, and she did not like that at all. So I thought that was kind of ironic for this cutie.
Yes. Next up, we kind of take a little bit step bigger. She's just a little bit bigger than the other two. And that doesn't necessarily always equate to their adult weight, but she's a little bit bigger right now. And this is Beanie. She has we identify her, she's kind of a darker tan than the first two that we showed you, and she has a little bit of a heart on her head, so it's super sweet. And she is just she's very sweet, but I would say she's kind of a leader. Like
Yes.
she definitely will like advocate for herself, and she's like, no, I really don't want to do this exercise kind of thing.
And I kind of akin her to one of our first pups, Stevie, who was the leader, and his family, when they picked him out, they right away with no hesitation said, he's ours. We want the leader. We want the one that's not scared to do anything, because they are a very active family, and they've got Stevie on the four-wheeler and out running in the field and doing all kinds of things. So
Yes. And just because they're maybe a little bit more, like they show us a little more assertive, a lot of times that can be a good thing. They are easily trainable. They want
Eager
to.
to
They're
please.
eager to please, eager to learn too. Is another.
And the leaders are also more curious, so which does make them, like you said, a little bit more eager to learn. Why are you crying? Oh yeah.
Next up, we have oh gosh, Ski. She is the tiniest girl in the litter and always has been. She came out just a little bit smaller. She wasn't like a runt. She was strong from the beginning, but she is just smaller, which is just kind of interesting. She's an all red ruby girl. She has a little bit of white kind of on her
You
chin.
hear her crying a little bit? She definitely is a little more vocal and
She
lets
is
you know
vocal.
what she wants. We have one of our females, adult females, and she's vocal like that too. Not barking.
No, she just tells her, like, she like actually talks to her mom, and that sounds so crazy to explain until you meet her and see how she interacts. She talks. It's weird. Yeah.
I think Ski might be a little bit like that.
She could be for sure. She's got a little bit of white on one of her feet and underneath her chin.
Right? So you hear
I'm
her
also
talking
partial to the
us?
rubies because my babies are both rubies. Next up. Next up, we have Mittens. She's the final girl in this litter, and she is also ruby. She's a little bit lighter than Ski that we just showed you here. We can kind of show you the size difference and also the color difference. It might be hard to see on this camera exactly, but there definitely is a difference both in size and color. She's a little bit lighter, and I would expect that she'll probably get a little bit lighter because her dad is white. These puppies will probably fade a little bit more than others because in their coloring they become more white or cream as they get older. But she is a big softie.
So
When you
chill.
say, yeah.
So chill.
You can kind of see like just as her emotion as I'm holding her, like
She doesn't care what you do.
no, yep.
And she makes eye contact with you.
She does make eye contact with you, and they just opened their eyes a few days ago. Yeah, she's looking straight into her eyes.
Yeah.
So sweet, so sweet. Next up, we have the boys. And this is our first one and our littlest guy. Oh, look at that yawn. This is Jack Frost. He is the white and tan boy or cream boy. He had a little bit of a slower start than some of the others. He was fine. He was
fine,
very
right.
healthy, but we did help him out a little bit. He just came out a little bit smaller, didn't you?
Just wanted to be
Yes.
sure that with as many puppies are in the litter that he got all the nutrition that he needed. So we bottle fed him and then we syringe fed him for a little bit. He was nursing the whole time,
Yeah,
but we were just giving him a little bit of extra.
Just to make
boost.
sure.
So we spent a lot of time. I think his coat is interesting.
His coat is definitely more like, I would say it's more poodle-y type. It's kind of,
More
it's
curly.
not really like hair, like a Cavalier has hair, not necessarily fur. His is more just poodle-y, I guess. So it'll probably be very curly, but he is very sweet. And like I said, we've been handling them all since day one, but he's been handled a lot more than the others. You're cute. Yeah.
We tried to keep him cold, so he spent a lot of time. Warm. Keep him warm. So he spent a lot of time just kind of nestled up under us.
Yeah. And then here we have Polaris. You may be wondering, how does this fit into the Arctic litter? Oh, no. We can't trust her.
Set it down. Set it
She
down.
cannot be trusted with other dogs' babies. Nope. Here we have Polaris. He is the only really dark ruby boy. You may be wondering, how does this fit into the Arctic? But we're snowmobilers, so Polaris was an obvious choice as a name for me. And prior, I guess we only have Polaris sleds.
Oh,
So.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
Yes. So he's kind of a big boy. Really interestingly enough, both of the big rubies are kind of big.
And he's very chill. He's
Oh
very
yeah,
chill.
yeah. So chill.
Getting quite a puppy pile over here.
Last but not least, certainly not least, is Little Yeti. He is the light-colored boy. It seems like every time we have a litter, we have one that's kind of colored similar to him, and they all act the same. It's so strange, actually, but they're just so cute with the little light coloring and then the dark nose. Oh,
Sweet, sweet.
so sweet. And just so chill. Like, he does not care. He'll lay on his back. He'll let you handle him.
Laying on your back is my favorite.
Yeah. But he is a cutie for sure. He's got a little bit whiter, kind of at the points of his feet. And almost like a silvery cast kind of through. It's like not white. It's like a shiny ruby.
Like a light baby.
Hi, buddy.
So that concludes the Arctic litter, and some of them are spoken for on the wait list, but there are some spots available, so you'll have to get a hold of us and we can help walk you through that process if you see any here that you just need to make part of your family. Thank you.
Thanks.